the Talkin Trash Addiction Recovery Podcast. We suffered in silence. Now we recover out loud.
Good evening. Welcome to the Channel 4 6 o'clock news at 8. I'm your anchor, Bud Light, coming to you live from the Pugwash, Nova Scotia Waffle House and Cod Cleaning Shop. Today's top story. Researchers concluded that 1 out of 7 dwarfs is dopey. Good evening, Talkin Trashers. We have a special returning guest who was here at episode 204, because nobody remembered, which was Mother's Day. She's returning on Father's Day. Come on. It's Jenny M. Oh, yeah.
Yay.
And now to a man who went to the doctor if they could give him something for his win, and they gave him a kite. Jimmy Snyder.
I get it. I love jokes. We all love jokes. Here we are, episode 216. We have a lot going on with the show. A lot of fun, though. We're family-oriented. We're, family amongst each other. With Father's Day stuff for a lot of people. A lot of addicts in recovery, a lot of family touched by addicts. So we show up, we put a face on, and we do the best we can. And that's all we can really do. Let's do our preamble, which is somewhere here on my screen.
Recover out loud.
This is our humble broadcast, where ethics and personal anonymity are of the utmost importance. We run this podcast as an act of service to those whose lives have been affected by addiction. We don't do it for profit or notoriety. We place principles before personalities. We benefit from this podcast just as much as anyone else. We all work programs and choose to sacrifice our own anonymity to spread the word that recovery is possible. We do this thing in an attempt to show, as living examples, that no matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That's the 9th step promise. It's our creed we abide by here on Talkin Trash. We feel called to uphold AA and NA principles. We firmly believe that you can only keep what you have by giving it away. Please join us in a moment of silence, followed by the Serenity Prayer.
God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
All right. Let's go around and meet the team of Talking the Trashes. First on deck, it's Willie D in the place to be.
Hi,
Will Douglas. He is coming up on 3 years clean. He's from Georgia. He's 44 years old. He's just a good dude. One of my very best friends ever. Willie D in the place to be. Nextly, he's here, but he's here in spirit and in audio. Our friend Bradley Mansfield. Brad's driving around. He's not looking at the road. It's a hot night
Mr. Potty Mouth.
He's director of Potty Mouth. He is.
Poopy boy.
Nextly is me.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
I'm the producer of the program. I'm so worried because I can't find Jimmy's little video thing.
That's what she said.
Jimmy Libel. Saskatchewan,
Comments are
Canada.
already blowing up
Right,
tonight.
people.
Holy mackerel.
So let's get everybody in here, which is just me, Will, and Jim, and say hi to everybody. Hi, guys. How are you? Happy Father's Day here on Talking the Trashers. That's what we look like. Looking good. Hi, Will. I don't know where Will is.
Will.
And Will's back. That's the 4 boys. There they are, the 4 horsemen. How are we doing, guys?
I'm doing.
Brad, Mr. Potty Mouth, go you first.
I'll go first. I'm doing fantastic there, boys. I'm
Boys.
doing a little road trip here to Fargo, North Dakota. So that's why I can't. I mean, I could go video, but I mean, if the cops drive by, this could be bad, folks.
Yeah, they're not paying attention. They're looking at
I'll
their
pay your
phones too.
bail.
I
Don't
wouldn't worry
worry.
about it.
Yeah.
A lot of Father's Day comment.
We
Yeah,
can
right.
handle that.
Bethany, hi Bethany. Yeah, I know Jenny's going to be great. She's hanging out backstage. She looks great. Wow, when we do the preamble, it is like ridiculousness. I can see all the people. Some of you start smoking. Some of you just leave. It's very fun to watch from the other side. Yeah, Will definitely leads. Hi Jenny. I'll get to all the comments in a minute. Let's go around the horn and see how everybody's doing. Starting with Jimmy. Jimmy, how are you?
Good. Well, great to be back after it was corrections on Wednesday, which was a lot of fun. Just a busy week, but we had Jenny back in the house, so looking forward to that.
Jenny from the block?
Jenny from the block. Oh,
don't say it. They take copyright stuff very seriously on Spotify.
Poopy. So looking forward to that, and just going to be a great show, and just been fun week,
It's been fun to watch it all unfold. Will, what's going on in your life? Something
Everything's fabulous. Why do I always have the words blocking my face?
I don't know, and it has to do with
Brad, who's not even, I can't even see
you're right.
his face.
You're right. It's nothing personal.
In your
nothing
face.
Personal.
Could be.
We'll do this. Is that better? Will, let's check all the comments.
My mouth.
Now we have Will on screen. Tammy says, hi, Bethany. How's your weekend?
Hi,
just a lot of nonsense
great.
going on our I know you have. What's going on? It's tis the season, right? Not too hot, though, down here.
Yes, this is the Super Bowl. This is the marathon that began, and it doesn't stop.
It's a nightmare. I know it. So, all right, let's just read our shit. We want to get into our friend here. She is, everybody's excited. I can't keep up with the comments. I wouldn't know if that's gonna work, but, let's read our daily reflection.
All
right, I
kids.
spared you. There you have it.
Thank you. 10 seconds of my life I can never get back. All right, kids, for June 21st, your daily flapjack refraction, fear and faith. The achievement of freedom from fear is a lifetime undertaking, one that can never be wholly completed. When under heavy attack, acute illness, or in other conditions of serious insecurity, we shall all react to this emotion, well or badly. As the case may be, or self-deceived will claim perfect freedom from fear, as Billy sees at page 263. Fear has caused suffering when I could have more faith. There are times when fear suddenly tears me apart. Just when I'm experiencing the feelings of joy, happiness, and lightness of the heart, faith and the feeling of self-worth towards a higher power helps me endure tragedy and ecstasy. When I choose all of these fears over
ecstasy,
give all my fears over to my higher power, we'll be free. There you go, kids. Refract.
Well, there you have it. There was something for Larry in there. Fear and faith. I mean, this is pretty much life. No. Jimmy, it says what struck me is we will react to tragedy and ecstasy with the same kind of calm approach. Is that what you're reading here?
Well, okay, like fear, you focus on what's going to go wrong, right? And it's driven by the lack of control or trust.
Lower vibration.
There you go. Faith focuses on what could go right. Driven by trust, others, process, and sometimes the greater, okay? But in recovery, the key distinction is acting despite the fear, choosing trust over the worst case thinking.
Yeah.
Like because we think about, oh, well, it happened in the past, it's going to happen again. And I'm going to relapse. Even if it's hard, I can move forward. Having that faith. And it's not easy. You just have to surrender. It all goes back to that surrender. Yep. What if this fails? What am I not good enough? So you beat yourself down. So it's all these emotions. Like fear is one of those base, like resentment, that's negative, and it's just going to beat you to the fucking ground. Excuse me. I had to play like goodness. I had to talk like Brad. I want to be part of Brad's team.
Fear and faith,
Jimmy.
Fuck you.
You're breaking up. We can't hear you.
That's what happens.
Okay, that's enough.
So yeah, I mean, this is like, is what we do fear driven? And I think the answer to that is yes. I mean, everything we do, we learn. We learn behaviors. All right, whatever. Happy Father's Day. What else is going on out there in the world? Oh, the World Cup of the Soccers. I don't know if you guys watch any of that.
Open wide for some soccer! It's all here. Fast kicking, low scoring, and ties. You bet.
This is from Paraguay, the World Championships of football. This is what you get for not touching the ball. What? What? What an idiot. Stupid idiot. Yes, so Qatar beat Uruguay for the World Championship of Fushino. Soccer's boring even when you're watching the highlights. Jesus Christ. But Canada, so that was their first World Cup win. Jimmy, did you?
Big deal.
But why? You guys didn't play soccer before? What is it?
No.
Global warming? What is it?
Crab soccer. That's about the most exciting sport I would relate to soccer.
That's it for our soccer stuff. We'll keep an eye on Canada and the U.S. But I'm like kind of surprised. Oh shit, we're failing everywhere for some reason. Hold on, Facebook's coming back. All right. Well, anyway, not 100% sure. I believe there's a Facebook issue. It'll come back if it comes back. If it doesn't come back, it doesn't come back. We just live our lives and move on. TC Doherty. Hi, Jenny. Carl Mills. Team B Rad. The people love their Brad.
What's up, Steve?
Nobody's watching.
Brad, can you read that on your screen, or are you still driving?
Read that. Don't make
read while I'm driving. It's gonna be hard.
Okay, don't read.
Can you read that? He asked the guy who's driving a truck.
Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
So there she is. But let me introduce Jennifer real quick. Jenny is Brad's sister. She was on Mother's Day. They kind of did a next to each other podcast thing. It was great. But at the same time, I'm sure she definitely didn't get to tell her story. And that's what's really therapeutic about all this, is being able to talk.
First I wanted to thank you guys for having me back.
Thank you for being back.
Okay, happy Father's Day to all the dads and everybody out there.
Oh, I think.
Yeah. So, I mean, where I am now is sober, which is great. Like, no drinking. I'm just sober. I'm solitude, and I'm happy. I'm learning, I guess, how to love myself. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm on a journey now, like, as far as just realizing like I can do everything without alcohol.
Yep.
Without anybody but myself now. Like, and you guys, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't need a man, I guess. Anyway, we'll get in. I guess I'll just start with like the drinking journey. Hey?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I think like the first time I took a drink was 11. I mean, I didn't go steady, like fast going after I turned 11. I just had a little drink, I think of my mom's Moody Blue. Mom wasn't a drinker, but she always had a bottle of Moody Blue. Or I can remember, was it Moody Blue or Baby Doc? I don't know.
Oh my God.
It was Moody Blue.
Moody Blue. So anyway, so that was the first time I ever had a drink, but I didn't get drunk or anything. I was just experimenting, like, ooh, let's try this. So, and that was that. And then I didn't really drink until I think when I really started drinking, honestly, is when Mom and Dad, like, they got separated for a couple of years. And it was a good thing. When they got back together, everything was great. But during that time, I'm glad that they broke up because it was good for them. But the hardest part of the breakup was the separation of me and my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he lived with Dad and I lived with my mom. So being a child and like losing, like not losing him, but him being apart was really hard because, I mean, it was always me and Brad, and even like mom and dad, like when dad would drink and if they got into fights and stuff, like me and Brad would still have each other and we'd take off on our bike or eavesdrop on their arguments or whatever. So that was hard, right? So, and then I was in Shelburne and I was just going into grade 7, so starting my junior high year. I was never very studious at all. Like I didn't like school, but my mom, like when her and dad split up, am I doing okay, guys? Like
You're doing great. You're doing so good. We're dialed in.
When my mom and dad split up, mom had a boyfriend for a while and he moved in with us. And he was the manager of the liquor store. So he always had like rum around. And once again, none of this I blame on anybody. I take accountability for my own, I drank because I wanted to drink.
Yeah.
Whatever. And so anyway, so I used to sneak his booze. And like I would actually, we used to go on the weekends and we'd watch hockey. It was a local team in Shelburne called the Sable Fish Packers. We used to always go and watch them, right? But typically what would happen is we would, I guess, steal my mom's boyfriend's rum and just get drunk and go to the games. And so that was like, they were on a Sunday, if I can remember. Anyway, so that's just something a little bit small, like drinking. But that's when my drinking really, really started. Like when I was in Shelburne and Brad was in Cornwallis and it started out as like just, you always have a friend who can get booze for you. So I always found and we'd just get drunk, but I would get like blackout drunk. Yeah. I just couldn't. I always wanted.
You took advantage of the situation.
You had a
purpose.
You're gonna go hard.
You took advantage of the situation.
Yeah, go big or go home. So that was that, and then so anyway, I drank a lot. Like I didn't bother with school much anymore. I was skipping school. Mom was working a lot, so I'd go home and just drinking stuff while I, during school hours and stuff. It was kind of ridiculous. But hey, so anyway, that was that, drinking in Shelburne. Like, there's no big really wow stories, guys, but I mean that. And then mom and dad got back together after a couple of years. And then it was like, I was still drinking on the weekends. I went to school and stuff, but I had a group of friends and we just drank, school dances, drink, school proms, drink. It was just drink.
Yeah.
And and that just was how it went. Like I just liked to drink. I always liked alcohol.
Yeah.
Jim, you can probably relate, hey? Like I
just really
liked alcohol. So
accessible and instantaneous results.
Yeah, right? And it's legal too. So you like kind of don't feel like you're doing anything really. Well, I was drinking underage, but you don't realize the real danger in alcohol, and especially people like you and I, like us with our addictive personalities. Like I can't, like, it's like there was something in my blood. Like I could, especially as I got older, like we'll get into that too. Like I couldn't just have like a couple glasses of wine, like a lot of people I know, they can. And I always wanted to do that. Just, nice, classy little glass of wine. I drank rum when I was younger, but over the years was the wine.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just never could. And I did a lot of my drinking in the end was alone. I could go out in public and I could be presentable, and then when I'd come home, that was it. I would like get into the bottles. But anyway, all right. So back to Shelburne. So mom and dad got back together, and we moved back into Cornwallis, and then we ended up moving to our forever home or whatever. Until me and Brad moved out in Bear River. Now that was a happy moment, like that we all got back together. Everything that was good. So, but still drinking on the weekends, just always wanting to drink, never just wanting to go to a dance without drinking or we'd go to fire pits and drink. It was just drink.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was all good. And then when I was 18, I moved out and I met a guy. I met my daughter's father. And I moved out with him. And we weren't together for very long. And then I got pregnant with Ash. So that was a stage of no drinking, of course. Hold on, I gotta.
Chuck says, "Is hockey one of those sports that pairs well with a certain beverage?" It certainly does.
Yeah.
Chuck.
What?
Certainly does.
Okay, so yeah, so once again, it was always so I had Ashley, and then I had very supportive parents, so they would babysit on the weekends if I ever wanted them to. So typically, like Friday nights, mom and dad would take Ash. God bless them, and they loved it. They wanted to. Do you know what I mean? Like they'd ask for it. So me and Ashley's dad, John, we'd always usually Friday night was happy hour at the Legion. We'd go cheap drinks, and then we'd go into a bar, the local bar called the Club 98, and just drink and get drunk.
Hammered.
And I mean, not all the time, guys. Like it wasn't like that all the time, but there, there was quite a few.
I get it.
Yeah. So, and just back then, it was only like drinking on the weekends. I mean, if I had the opportunity to drink on the week, maybe I would have, but it was more just like a Friday night thing.
Right.
So, yeah. And then, so me and him split up and probably, well, he went to jail. I think Ashley was a year. He got into some trouble and he went to jail for a few years. So during that time, I was still drinking on the weekends and, normal thing, for me. And he went to jail. And then when he got out, I think it was 3 years later, but then me and him split up, right? So we split up, anyway, so now the real drinking really comes into like when I met my husband. I met my husband in 2002, and I was a drinker. But when I met him, like he's European, so it's for some reason, like, well, his family anyway, they can drink. Like it was wine every day, wine at supper, at all events, but it was like they could handle it. You know what I mean? But I was loving that. I'm like, woo, wine, supper every day. So I found like then is when it became progressive. Like alcohol is a progressive disease, isn't it, guys? Like
100%.
Absolutely.
You found a way to work it into your life routine.
Right.
Yeah.
And when you can't.
Right. But I always could then. So, so that's when it really started. Like, but not like it wasn't always all bad. Like my late husband's name is Henry. Like we had a lot of fun. Like, as far, we weren't drunks all the time, but
sure.
I got to a point like that. It's just, I was wanting it more and more and more. So it was an everyday thing. Probably he moved to Canada in 2005. And like, that's when I probably started, drinking every day, but not getting polluted every day, just always having it, always, 4 o'clock, have your wine, and it just got like that. And then as Brad knows, like, I would get pickled sometimes too. Hey, brother. Yeah.
We all did.
Oh yeah.
Shocked I am.
For sure. It's nothing, it's nothing to be ashamed of. I'm just glad I don't drink anymore. Like I'm just so happy for that.
So I think what's hitting me, Jen, is like like your age and like where like a lot of people they're in a relationship right now. Boom, that's their recovery, and you're not doing that, and
no.
That really kind of stands
for you.
Hell yeah, like that's two dead batteries, but like at the same time, like you could get in a relationship with a normal person who's not an alcoholic, but that could be a codependent, unhealthy fucking thing, which most of all of our relationships have been. So like for you, like you're part of our family. We know what's going on with you, vice versa. We're all like involved, and like it's just it stands out. It's remarkable that you're choosing to do this on your own, and like there's not to say grabbing a hostage isn't a bad way to go either. I mean, I've done that too, but like it was never. I was never.
Hostage.
Well, I grabbed. So like he's my hostage. I took hostage. So like to see what you're doing, it's number one, it's working. Number two, your energy is like kind of it's everywhere, and like so for us to feel this and to have you on our show and like to hear what you're doing. It's not normal. It's not the norm. The norm is by this point, you're in some kind of relationship and it's all fucked up, and that's how 90% of our stories have gone. I don't know if it's just trying something new. You're listening to Brad. I wouldn't listen to Brad too much, but Brad's got some insight, and like
Brad's right.
Explain to me how you're doing this, because it's noticeable. It's noticeable that you're choosing a different path.
Okay, well, see, after I lost my husband, that I was scared shitless. I was sad. I was scared. I didn't know how I was going to live without him. I didn't want to live without him. It's just, I was very, very, very scared. So I did end up getting into a relationship after, I think I told you that, after he had passed, right?
Yeah.
So, but during that relationship, I did get sober during that. So, but I knew I wanted to, there's a main reason at the end, but
I got you. You're good.
I wanted to get sober, but I think by being with this guy, he didn't drink. So I really I shout out like him, because it was very helpful to have someone who didn't drink with me and encouraging. Now we didn't make it. We had some good times, whatever.
Sure.
But but so I did slide in. I didn't want to be alone. So
I know.
After I started getting sober, guys, and clearer, because I stopped November 8th, 2023, and then the guy I was dating, let's look at me, the guy I was dating, and we just broke up back in September. So now after that, after when we did the split so's, then is like, oh my gosh, all the feelings that were coming back to me, like I was experiencing, grief's forever, I know that. But I was like, I'm clear. So I was feeling all the feels, right? Yeah. And also then I realized, I was like, I knew that me and him weren't going to go anywhere anymore. Like I just felt myself I needed to be with me. I needed to figure out who the frig I am.
Right.
Because I'm still learning, I'm learning honestly, like at 50 years old, Lord, like that.
You're older than that.
I cannot believe.
I'm learning what I actually like now.
50 Shades of Grey.
What?
50 Shades of Grey. That's I'm shocked. I thought you were younger than Brad. I guess I had that backwards.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Bradley,
that's a
go
lot
get your
for
mouth out,
me.
Bradley. Mute him.
She's always held her youthful look.
Oh,
yes,
my
she
gosh.
has. I'll give
Look
her that
up
for
close.
sure.
I'm telling you. Anyway,
I don't like HD. I'm starting to notice. I'm really
unhealthy.
starting to notice makeup and people are ugly in HD. Like I'm watching Netflix. I got a big fucking TV now. Everybody's got pores, and I'm like, ew. Like I don't know if I like HD.
You gotta
I know. But Tim, so what you were saying though, like, how am I doing it alone?
Yeah.
Like I'm doing it solitude. I feel so strong, like doing this alone. Like I feel it's giving me confidence, and like it's just Do you
ever think
it's liberating? You don't have to like check in.
Right.
I'm not dissing anybody who's in a relationship. Get a plant, get a pet, get a relationship.
Yeah.
Has anybody really tried it? No. Well, Jennifer's living fucking example. Like,
You know what? One of the most dangerous persons are a person that can learn to love to be by themselves and not needing for nothing, because therefore
Nothing.
no one can hold anything up. No one can try to do the little voodoo magic on, like try to keep you like what is it called, codependent or whatever. No, when you're good by
Codependency, yeah.
Yeah,
yourself,
and you
guess what?
can't, no
Only problem is
gaslighting, all that shit.
Yeah.
only
Right.
problem is you get too used to be by yourself and you enjoy it way too much.
Oh my
But
Well,
God,
is
Will.
that a
I'm
bad
feeling
thing
that.
though?
yeah.
Is it
Feel
that
that.
bad? Yeah,
And
it
then
is.
people want to hang out with you all of a sudden. You're like,
You're like,
I don't
ew,
have
no,
a
thank
used to be
you.
person.
Ew.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
I get a phone call and it says Jim Libel. I'm like, oh my God. Anybody, not just Jim. Any person that's calling me, I'm like, I didn't hear it. It rang all the way through to the end because I didn't hear it.
No,
I don't know what it is.
I was
Like
on the bathroom.
Don't you know his sleeping hours?
Yeah, right.
12 a.m. to 12 p.m.
We've never been more
Oh,
connected
yeah.
as a society, and we've never been more disconnected as a society.
Yes.
And like, it's hard to balance it all. Like, we have text message threads and Facebook, and I think I just got us blocked on Facebook for playing World Cup highlights. Like all
Yes,
these
you
new
did
things that are
actually.
happening.
I mean, like,
You can't like anything right now. We've been blocked. Good
It'll
job,
be
bud.
fine. Everybody relax. So you can't have any fun. I took out all the music out of the show, and now you can't make fun of soccer because somebody gets butt hurt. Fuck you. Sorry,
Well,
it's like a 96-hour ban.
We can't.
We should be back. But the fact that everybody has left Facebook and they've figured out that we could be watched
Go on YouTube. Yeah.
I mean,
So
we've all been
we
blocked.
we have a very healthy audience at the moment. So all right, so Jenny is our friend. We are fiercely loyal to her. So like if she was to run into an issue, her or Brad, and things have happened, that affects us all in a way that we're all affected.
It's a
And
trickle down effect.
we
It's
can
the
all,
positive.
but we all help share the load of whatever it is, and that's happened. Shut up, Will. That's happened a lot with this show, where things have happened, life happens, and we're living life, and just to have each other, just to have those core 20 people that will navigate to YouTube and listen, like that is such a. It's evident that this kind of shit is needed. And so here you are. Do you ever think you'd be on a podcast called Talking Trash, telling your personal shit? Probably
No,
not.
I think it's awesome. It's really kind of cool to be on a podcast with.
Well,
such
you're
great people.
you're more than just a guest, though. And I was funny. It was a little bit ago. For some reason, I have to shower before a show. It's just my ritual. I don't need to shower. I'm not doing anything heavy. I do it anyway. I'm in the shower and I'm
twice a week. Yeah.
twice a week.
Yeah, twice a week.
That's
That's
good
it.
enough for me. I don't sweat
Good for
much.
you.
And I use a loofah. We all use loofahs, right? The big spongy
Come
thing.
on.
Yeah.
Come on now.
It came
Yeah, we know
apart.
that is.
The whole thing came
It's like-
apart. 9
It's my
miles
neighbor.
of
His name's
loofah.
Lufa.
Oh,
Man, you were that dirty?
Anyway, right in the middle of my loofah falling apart, I'm like, shit, she's not a regular guest. She's family guest. I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, I would have texted
Why were
you.
you thinking about her while you were loofering?
I love my.
Yeah.
big
Why
fan.
wouldn't I be? That's a pre-game shower, Willie boy. So, like, there are people. Sorry, let me paint a picture here. Those rehabs.
No, I think you did already.
You just did, yes.
Yeah.
So I got something better later.
Next slate, please.
So Larry says, I'm 73 years old, sober for 42 years, and still learning something new about myself every day. You're
Yeah.
never by yourself in recovery. You have a spiritual connection. I don't know if you can see on the wall behind me here.
Larry.
Yep.
That's awesome.
That jersey will
Come on.
go to Canada at some point. I'm just getting a little hang time out of it. That's all.
I knew that's why it was number 42. I knew it.
That's what it was, huh? Okay. Oh,
That's
look,
awesome.
Will takes the
By the
center.
time I get it, it'd be
usual.
43. There you go.
I know. Well, I mean, that's why we don't get numbers. But yeah, like that, the family, we're just family. Larry is.
I'm
is
number
family.
13.
Will's 13. There's another 13. Somebody ordered a Will
Come on.
Douglas jersey. Can you imagine?
What?
13.
Yeah. Yeah, Rob Vargo
Love
has
that.
a
Love
Will
that.
Douglas 13.
Love
So
that.
Uh-oh.
it's just so like Larry's cool as
Hey, I'm
shit.
always in the middle. I'm joking.
Our friends,
I'm joking.
our friend. I put you to the right, so you're not all covered when we do this.
No, thanks.
We have
I appreciate
we
it.
have we have with Facebook. We have sorry. So you can I ask, and you don't have to even answer this. We just move past it. But
But you do.
Yeah, you will.
How did you lose your husband? I think that's a pretty obvious
Yeah.
question to ask.
Cancer.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he was diagnosed in the end of 2019, actually in December, and it was esophagus cancer. How do you say it? Esophageal.
Was it from acid reflux?
Yeah.
I don't. Well, I dated a girl. Her name was Jenny, and
Yeah.
her father also died of the fucking esophageal cancer. So it's just funny things
It's
line
it's
up.
it's brutal. I mean, all
My
cancers
stepdad's
are,
brother
but
did too.
just to watch and see that, that, and that's, oh gosh, yeah, just to watch and see the weight they lose, and and we thought he
Yeah,
was going to beat it, like,
yeah.
and
Oh my
after, and
god.
we really did. I think even right up till the day he died in the hospital, like, we still thought he was coming home. He died July 16th. Me and a girlfriend of mine came back home. We stayed up late, and then the next morning, it was the Red Cross called and said they were going to deliver the house bed.
The
We
hospice.
thought he was
Yeah.
coming
Holy
home, but
shit.
so that right there, that's when after
That's.
losing Henry, that's when my drinking really went into a
Uh,
whirlwind.
I mean, obviously, I'm
Yeah.
sure. I didn't mean to push in an uncomfortable direction, but
No,
yeah, it
you
sounds
don't.
terrible. It's and like
We
to
all
lose
have.
him. I know, but like this is your story and this is your show. And we're looking at you right now, and you have overcome something a lot of people don't overcome. A lot of that'll take somebody out quick. And we almost were like, well, it makes sense, and we get it. He went to drinking, he went to using, he died. It's easy to perpetuate the cycle of death and shit by living death and having someone else's death affect your life. And I'm no expert on it at all. Jimmy is. Jimmy
Well,
has
no expert.
well, I'm just saying, like,
I'm not just I just
You lost
experienced
your
it.
wife, didn't you, Jimmy?
Yeah, and and she died
Alcohol.
from alcoholism at age 47,
Wow.
and she was an athlete. And yeah, but
Wow.
that's not my story. Anyway,
No, I know, I get it, but
But
you
and
certainly
I
you're
guess
we have that
I can yeah, well, and I can understand like losing a spouse,
Yeah.
whether and to that something so quick and tragic. And you feel so alone. And I'm not sure, like for me, I hated God. I had this hate on for God because like, you son of a bitch.
Gotcha.
Why not me? I'm an alcoholic too. Actually, and I was not drinking at that time. I was already in the program of AA.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you would think that would have triggered me, but no, I just dug my heels and like, God, I had no relationship with a higher power.
Really?
I became more of a prick, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, but there's that
Yeah.
anger, and the loneliness, and it's just like fuck.
Definitely.
But it's a lesson. But people say, well, what'd you learn from it? Well, life goes on, right?
Yeah.
So it just keeps on going. And you got the
better-
memories and all that, but yeah.
You've got your memories, and you know that, like, I look at it like with Henry and Mom, being in heaven. I do believe in God, and yeah.
There's
But
something.
it's like I want to be my best self for them, because I know that they didn't get to really see me without being like full on sober, but I'm doing this for myself, and this is what they would want me to be. I know that this is what they would want me to be.
That's a beautiful thing. And like I said earlier in the show, what Jimmy said last, it is action first, insight second. And I don't know why I've been listening to Jimmy lately. Just following him.
Got a lot of good.
Don't listen to the old fool. Don't listen to the old fool.
Sometimes I can't help it. Sometimes you're the only person I hear. But like, I review the shows, and everybody goes. We're all going through something. It's when we try to carry that burden alone. It's when we try to shoulder that thing by ourselves where we get tripped up. And action first and results later.
You don't do it.
Well,
right, exactly. But
and one thing that kind of hit me. Sorry to interrupt him, but one thing that really hit me this week. Like I say, I haven't been to actually my home group in almost 2 years, and I heard something the other day. Like I'm still the same person. I still have the same brain, but I think totally different than I did when I was first in early recovery. Yeah. And I followed all the rules, like what I was told, like get a sponsor, do the 90-90. And now it's like I have a great life. I don't have to if I don't go to a meeting every day, I'm not gonna end up in jail or institution or dead. You know? And if I do if I relapse, I hope I don't. Right. But you know what? I got as Tim said before, I have a support group. I have people out there that I can reach out to. And that's what it is, that connection.
Yep.
With addiction, it's a disconnection where we isolate, as Jenny said. When I ended my drinking career, I never drank with anybody. It was like I would drop my fiance off at work, and I would wait patiently until the LB opened, and I would grab my 66 and nurse it till drink it all day, and then have a quick shower, pick her up, and pass out by 7 o'clock. And that was my life for like 2 years until I got into recovery.
It's crazy, and like Jimmy,
Yeah.
you experienced.
But that's the way it was. That's what I thought was normal. My addictive mind had taken to me up into that place, and of course, my addiction talked to me in my own voice. I always say that, but it's true. It's like this is normal because this takes away your pain, Jim. It's reliable. You can rely upon. You can't trust anybody. Look how many times you've been hurt.
Yep.
And it would bring up the past, and it's like, oh fuck yeah, you're right.
The lies we tell ourselves.
Oh yeah.
But that's all we understand because we have a solution, which is our addiction. Instantaneous gratification. We can hide. We don't have to show our feelings. We don't have to deal with life. All we have to do is crawl into a bottle or shoot up or smoke up or stick something in somewhere or whatever.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, but it's just not dealing with on life's terms. And life does get fucking life.
It does.
Something, but I don't get pissed off. Well, yeah, but I don't. That's the saddest part. It's like, oh my God, but I can't change it. But what did I learn from it? Don't isolate. And we are so connected now, and it's so true. It's like, oh, you got to do the TikTok and the LinkedIn, all this shit. But pick up the phone.
LinkedIn, they get you.
I forced Wimmy. I told him Wimmy. Did you hear that? I told Jimmy Wimmy. I forced him to get an Instagram.
Well, whatever. But now I can see my other daughter dance, which I didn't know I could do. But yesterday I drove to Moose Jaw with my daughter Katie, and she bought me lunch, and we had a great time.
I've seen
and it was that connection where you can't do. Put it on Facebook and all that shit. But that connection, that face to face, and even though my wife's gone, I can look at Katie and I can still hear Gail and see Gail and watching Annie.
I love that.
Dan,
so
I can see her.
Out.
Katie's Gail and Annie's more you, right?
No. Well, they're both crazy, so they're more like their mother.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I have two of the same. I have two assholes.
They're very headstrong, so yes, like they're very like their mother. Like I'm just.
Yeah.
But,
Larry says, Jenny,
I'm very lucky, and I'm just so blessed.
So Larry, I can't read the comments. Like
I know.
I'll
read
it.
It
says, Jenny, you're a testament that people can recover without going to treatment, without white knuckling it. And like Larry brings up a great
Larry,
point.
thank you, and God, I'm not preaching, but I'm telling you, he's got me. I mean, he's got us all if we let him.
And Brad, I know, plays a significant role in your recovery. Now, I don't know.
And you guys, but Brad's Brad's my biggest inspiration, my brother.
We know, and that's why he's he's on this show because he cares for you fiercely, and that's how siblings should be, and not all of them are.
That's and
I gotta imagine. I gotta imagine that you're impacting his and he's impacting yours, and it's just fun. It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch how it works.
He does tell me that. He tells me that a lot. That he's very proud of me, and that I inspire him. But
if I talk to my sister, it wouldn't be pretty.
Right?
Yeah,
it wouldn't be pretty too.
It wouldn't. No,
I don't know what I do without my brother. That's why it was so hard. Like now that I'm sober and clearer. I don't have a lot of memories from my childhood. Like I know a lot, but things are coming back. And I just remember that I think that was the hardest part of mom and dad's split up because it was good that mom and dad split up. They needed to, and they became better. And me and Brad had we were always loved. They were the great parents, but being split from Brad, that was hard. Now that
hindsight's got to be 2020 on that, right? Because now you look back, you're like, holy shit! With action comes insight. Yeah,
we were each other's people. Like, I mean, he would get on my nerves.
Look at this guy.
He was younger and always
look at this guy.
What's going on? Oh,
just showing Bradley.
Oh yeah.
I was just gonna touch on that, Jenny. Like when mom and dad did split up, like I kind of remember. And again, not that I'm intruding on your story by no means, but I totally remember. I totally remember me going with dad because I didn't want dad to be left alone, and you know what I mean. Like we went with each other's another parent because I think we both felt the same thing, right?
We
Like
did. We
I
did.
didn't want either one of them to be alone, but
Yeah.
we
But-
sacrificed us not being together neither, right? So
We did.
that's one of my biggest things too, Jenny. Is I remember that it was sad,
That was
sad
hard,
not being
man.
with you for a few years for sure.
How
was
far away from
really
you guys
hard.
was Cornwall? Where? How far distance-wise were you guys separated?
Couple hours, Jenny.
Couple
Something like
hours.
that?
Yeah, 2 hours drive about an hour,
It's
45
enough.
minutes.
It's enough.
2
What
hours.
what ages were you guys at?
Okay, so I
was
would've-
9.
9, then 10, 11, I would have been 12.
Those are fucking hard ages.
Those are very
Right?
tough ages.
The hardest ages to have
Yeah.
have a split.
That's the same.
Nope.
What grade was
Right-
that?
right
I was
around
in
the-
third grade with my parents.
Were
I was
you
gonna say-
third?
Yeah.
9
You
years
would've
old,
been-
right around the time I started sniffing gas and rolling hash joints. Yeah.
Well,
Why am I not shocked? I am not shocked, Bradley.
we were gonna do clean time
Oh,
here tonight,
God.
and why not? I might as well. This is just real
Yeah.
easy, just quickie, cleany. Let me play some,
Quickie, what?
some
Lemon,
music.
what? Say what?
All right, here we go. Some clean time. This will be fun. I haven't.
So she's with the loofah.
Uh-oh. Rub-a-dub-dub.
Next is Window Licky Will. Will is at
Yeah.
993. 7 days. Next Sunday, Will will be celebrating 1,000-ish days. Way to go, Will.
All
Hey!
Boy, Willie.
All right, Will Billy.
Hell yeah.
Boy.
Bravo.
Next on Daz is Tim. I have 1086 days. Way to go, Tim.
Yeah.
Yeehaw. Nextly is Bradley. Oh my God, he drank motor oil. Bradley
Yeah, I
has
did.
1229 days. I'm gonna take that a little further in a minute here, Brad. Way to go, buddy. 1229.
Yes, brother.
And then Jimmy and his Rigloo, 1658. Way to
The
go, Jimmy.
Rigloo.
And I did not
Bravo,
forget
guys.
Jennifer
Awesome.
Mansfield, 956 days. Oh my God.
Holy
Me and
shit,
Tim are
Jenny.
pretty close.
Holy shit, skulls. My
I'm
girl,
so
956.
I was October 1st.
Holy
So,
mackerel.
Congrats, everyone.
Yeah, you're
awesome
right.
stuff.
So in response to Brad drinking motor oil, I came across this the other day, and I thought, you know what? I've never shared this on the show, and I probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna.
Well,
anyway.
then don't.
No, I'm going. I definitely going.
Don't.
Definitely. There you go. I have no. I was so.
You really haven't shared that with anybody?
I love it. I love it.
So, Brad, I feel your pain. I just went with the more WD-40.
That's not normal
Oh.
anymore.
It's not.
Oh,
it's not
Don't
normal.
try this at home, kids.
Timmy's all lubed up and ready to go.
Ready to
Yeah.
go. Getting that mouth going. Totally sober. I don't know why. I just saw it. I'm going to spray it in my mouth and video record it. That was like 8 years ago. Yep, that happens. But congratulations, everybody, on your clean time.
Yay.
That's the most important
Congratulations to
thing.
everyone.
It's not, you know, Steve was on last
Banana.
episode, and he says,
Well,
I
the
tried it every way.
Yeah,
I
I love it too.
I've
Or-
tried counting days. I've tried not counting days, and counting days is really it's just a way for us all to say we're in this thing together.
Well, it sucks
And
when you can't get higher than 5.
that's true. Mhm. But
Just
yeah.
saying.
So
And
Brad,
and with that being said, though, sorry, you go ahead.
I was bringing you in. Go talk.
Go.
Say
Go.
words with your mouth.
I was just gonna say what Steve said. Like, so there's an example of it. Doesn't matter how we do it, whether you keep your own days or whether you go to meetings or whatever. As long as you're involved in recovery, and as long as you're talking to people that are in recovery, and you're passionate about getting fucking sober, it'll work. It'll work.
Yep.
Like I said, I'm gonna do the Brad thing. There's 1,000 ways to skin a cat, boys. Right? You know what I mean?
But,
we just want to get
That's what I
sober.
was thinking about when Steven said, that's not the whatever he was saying, that's not the reason why he got sober or whatever. But I'm like,
Right.
I understand that, but it doesn't matter the reason why. It
Mhm.
just matters that you got
Exactly.
sober. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yep.
Exactly.
And that's why
So
we
who
preach
gives
on the
about-
show.
Who gives a fuck
there's-
about the why?
there
or
is no-
the what
there-
or whatever.
Anybody hung up on the what is missing the why and is
Yep.
missing the point. We,
Come on,
we
somebody.
Participate in your own.
exactly
yeah.
recovery and your own mental health. You have to be
Well,
your own
like,
advocate.
so Will said this a couple episodes, and like Will said so many things that stick with me, right? Like, you know, but honestly, it doesn't matter. Like, so I used
my
to,
tires.
because I got a lot of respect for you, Willie. That's for sure.
Thank you, appreciate
So what,
it. Likewise.
So what I was gonna say though is that, like, I used to get wrapped up in my own why am I at where I am right now, and da 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 da. It doesn't fucking matter. I don't need to know why. You know what I need to know? I need to focus on what's right ahead of me. I need to focus on staying sober today, and I need to work on being a better self for me and for people around me. That's all I need to worry about. So if I get mixed up in my head about the whys and the whats and all this other bullshit, I don't. All I know is I'm on the path for a reason, because of the higher power of my choosing has put me to where I am today, and I've decided to get sober for myself. So that's all I really need to know, right? And I wanted to add, like, so obviously, hey, Mister, that's my sister. Jenny being on the show right now, like Jenny being on the show right now, I want to add to that. So me and Jenny are going through, obviously we all have a good recovery group. I'm not saying that, but what a unique, absolute, beautiful situation that I have, and Jenny, I think we both have.
Yeah.
That it's like siblings in sobriety. You know, we should do an A&E TV show.
You should do a podcast.
It's that'd be great. That's a great idea.
But it's so great that we could do this together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like me and Jenny have always been super close, like she said. But now I feel like we're closer than we've ever been in our whole life, and we've always been really close best friends. But to be doing this journey together too at the same time is fucking wicked. So
it's amazing.
I'm thankful every day. I'm thankful every day, Jenny, to have you in my life. But to have you sober in my life with me too is a fucking absolute gem, and I love you. Like Tim said, I got tears in my eyes right now. I love you with all my heart, Jenny. You are my best friend, and I am thankful every fucking day to have you in my life.
I love you so much too, and I'm very thankful too. I'm surprised I got through this show without crying.
I know.
Listen, Brad, this is everything.
Way to go, Brad.
Brad has a way.
I got you.
Too. I just it's such a unique situation that's happening and unfolding in our midst. It's like we're so privileged to see it happen and be a part of it to whatever capacity. And like you're cool as shit too. That's the other thing. Everything else aside, alcohol, everything. Jennifer is just cool as shit. So it's easy for Jenny and Brad.
It's a Mansfield thing.
It may not be. I don't think so. Because of you.
No ego there, Brad. No.
You guys are very cool.
She's family, and like, you know, us kind of people. I say us kind of people. But like we have this layer stripped away first, right off the bat. All right, we can come down to a level where we're humbled by what we did, and the reaction or the results of all that. So here we are. We have this chance to stop, pump the brakes, and look back as a place of what I say, Jimmy. It's a place of reference. The past is a place of reference, not residence. You live there, and it'll fuck you up, and you'll miss what's going on in front of you. But there is a way to do solitary. There is a way to do, just being by yourself. There's isolation, and then there's solitary, right? And I think there's two different things. I don't know if
two different things. Yeah, like I'm being solitude, but I'm not isolating myself away from the
clearly
house.
not. Clearly not.
You know that. You guys are my meetings. I didn't work a program or anything.
You don't have to.
You guys are my program, and like my brother and my books. You know. Brad's given me a couple books and stuff, but
I'm glad you fit in with us because you are intelligent and we are kind of not, but like somehow
we're
kind of. We are.
All of you guys are intelligent.
No, we don't really know what we're doing with this. We're just signing on and talking about being sober, and for some reason, people need to hear it.
What Larry said? You guys, and not just Larry. I've heard Bethany say it, and a lot of people. You guys, this podcast is helping a lot of people.
we'll see, because it seems like we've been banned forever now. I don't know
I
what
hope
that's.
not.
No, I feel no.
I
I'll
don't think
fix
so.
it. Fuck them. Yeah, I guess you can't play
Was
World
it
Cup
fixed?
highlights.
That'll get you.
I guess. I
Damn
don't know.
soccer
I
fans.
thought they were blurry enough to,
Who's fun?
you know.
But
Apparently not.
I never had that
so
happen.
I wanted to be because I wanted to just sort of tell you, like, I mean, about my last night
Sure.
of drinking. That's
Gotcha.
the thing, like, and once again, like, I've never really came out and talked to anybody about my drinking except really my brother. Everyone knows.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so this is something Brad doesn't even know. Like, nobody knows. So the last night of my drinking, leading up to this, I was just depressed. I didn't like myself, everything. And once again, I had so much. I have grandchildren. I have my daughter. I have a family who loves me, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
But so that last night, I had been drinking for a couple days though, because I drank. I didn't have anything going on in those couple days. And I stagger down and go to bed, wake up again, have a coffee and drink again. And so it's my daughter's birthday, and we had plans to go out the day after. But anyway, so I just sat here, guys, and like I had a box of wine. I was just drinking like by myself, like, which I did.
Yep.
But really depressed this time, guys. Like, really depressed.
Different, right?
To a point that I think it was around 10 p.m. I called my daughter, and this I just don't like saying this, but I'm going to. But what I did to her, I just can't. I'm forgiving myself. I'm working on that. But I called her, and we were talking, and I told her that I was suicidal. Like, I was honestly, and I'm sure, like, I was ready to go. Like, I didn't love I hated life. I hated it at that time. So, but that was the last night I drank. I called Ashley, bless her little heart, because she drove out here. She came here. I didn't even tell Brett. No one knows except Ashley, me, and my son-in-law, Danny. And we cut the box of wine, like the bag, and dumped it. I had 3 bottles of red, dumped it. She spent the night, and then I woke up in a different mind frame. Like it was like, let's go. This is it. I'm not ready to kill myself, because that's where I was aiming. Like, I think, and I don't know. Anyways, so shout out to my baby girl, because like she's dealing with her own stuff to boot. Came out, and and me and her were very close. Like, but. Yeah, so that was kind of my thing. Like that.
And that was your last night? That was it?
That was it, Tim. That was the last night. And then November 8th, that's my first day of not having any alcohol. Mind you, it was probably
That's how much you wanted to live. The fact that you told her that, though, the fact that you wanted to live.
Most people who are suicidal don't say it.
Yeah.
Most people who are suicidal in that commit it don't usually say it. If somebody's saying it, they're asking for help in a way.
Yes.
And when we do get that call, and we do, we have to handle it immediately.
Yeah.
And you need to get 988 involved, 911 involved. But you also don't want to lose somebody's trust either. So 988 is a softer thing, but it's brutal. I get it, but so what you did to Ashley, so you're beating the shit out of yourself. I can hear it. You don't have to, but you do. We almost do it to like hold ourselves accountable or whatever, and like it's an unhealthy for me. What I do, I would live in the past. I just relive the fucking shitty things I did, and I would live in it, and it would define me. And it was just it's a tough place to be. So
I'm working on that.
I get it, and I see it. But you come on a podcast.
We all are.
I know,
exactly.
Brad. It's like I have that regret, and then I have the regrets of when how I wish I could have been sober for my husband and my mom. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, Hen was looked after, but I wasn't as clear as I should have been.
Yeah.
All these things, but so these are regrets, and I know it's going to be working on that, and forgiving myself.
Those are lessons, not regrets.
True. They will be lessons.
I was just
I
going to
keep
say
calling
that.
Will Tim.
Yeah, he wishes.
I be flattered.
Will kills me.
Will's a pisser. People love him. We've
People
all
love you
had.
all.
We did. We've all had that event where like that's it. It can't get worse than here. It has
Right?
to stop.
Yeah.
And we've
Yeah.
all. Well, yeah, I'll show you. Yeah. We
Yeah.
get to that point. Every addict is going to get to that point. And Jennifer, I look at her. She's one of us, 100%. But she's also one of them too. She didn't burn her life to the ground. She didn't kill anybody or herself or anything like that. She's worked through it, and that's not an easy thing to do. What she's done and what she's doing isn't easy, but she is. She's it's she.
You
she's,
can do it.
You can do it. It's
You can
sounds
do
like,
it.
like that action first, insight second, and then once you get the insight, it's a whole different perspective, and your mind shift changes.
Oh,
You said
the difference.
you said something that I'll never forget. You just said, and I woke up the next day in a
A
different
new
mind.
person in different minds. I did too.
A lot of us have done that, but a lot of us woke up in a rehab or a hospital and didn't know how we got there. And a lot of us, that's
Guilty.
so as so like I
What
think the
else
point
am I
I'm
doing here?
trying to make is it doesn't matter how you got here. We have a very finite time on this planet to do the best we can with what we've been
Right.
given. And if we feel we owe, then pay back. And that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I owe infinitely. So I give it back, and it comes back, and it all works. And it's a beautiful thing. So to have you on here, you are our family. Somebody fucks with you, we will come to their house.
Oh yeah.
Fucking bury him.
2 flights
you got-
away. That's it.
You're
You
fucking
got
right, we
Brad.
will.
We know you got Brad for that, and it's just a beautiful thing.
Yes.
Just for all of us to see it and be a part of it, it's a privilege. And I don't know, boys. What do we have to say? What advice? Don't give advice.
Well, there's
What do
no
we say there?
advice. What the hell? Look at what she told.
I
Like,
know.
I listened to what Jen said. Like she just stopped and cleared
We
headed.
know
I
it.
remember.
I know
I
what you
remember.
mean.
I remember my last drink. It was December the 6th, the day I went into treatment, and it was a 66 in like 3 minutes, and that was my last drink. And I like I say, I woke up, I sobered up at Prairie Sky, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I woke, am I seeing this class at 8 o'clock in the morning? And I'm like, oh shit. but after that, it was like, yeah, I wanted it. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah.
But it was that
And,
conscious decision.
borrowing from tomorrow all the time. I've seen that.
Borrowing from tomorrow.
Borrowing from tomorrow.
I like it. I like
That's
it.
funny.
I'm writing that down right now.
You like
Yeah,
it?
I have it
You're
I'm looking right at me.
borrowing from
Go.
tomorrow. It's like
Done.
going and taking money out
Thank
of
you.
the bank and just cutting it up. Because the days after, they're always never. You're wrecked. Even if you're trying, you're not your full
No.
self, right?
Right.
And nowadays, I don't know. I know you guys all feel it too. Like everything's so much clearer and happier. It's just, we're not happy all the time.
No, I get it.
I got one
Yeah.
on my phone, something died.
That's life.
All right. Well, Will, you've been
Yeah,
great. We
that's
love you
right,
so
yeah.
much. We'll just.
No,
He's
I,
just gonna go.
Oh,
Where's he going?
I got rid of him.
Where's he going?
He's got 1% on his phone. No,
Oh.
Will. Who's gonna read just for to dazzle my nazzle for
I
sure?
am. I'm still here. I'm
There he is. There's Will.
I'm still here.
He's
I
still
don't
here.
Are you plugging
You
that
know,
shit in?
another good one I heard, guys, and I was going to post this on Facebook when I turned 1 year sober.
Yeah.
And I put it on. I wrote it down, but Facebook told me to take it down, or they were going to put me in Facebook jail.
These fucking assholes.
Oh yeah, but I love it.
me.
I've seen it.
Wankers.
It said, it's a lady, and anyway, it says, I used to always tell myself that I would die before I ever quit drinking. And then it says, she used to tell herself she would die before she ever stopped drinking. So I killed her. Because killed that old drinking for, I love that. Did you
I
guys
know.
understand it? I'm not a very good explainer.
Absolutely.
sometimes.
You're
makes
right.
sense.
I
we
love
love
that.
addicts in
and I tried
recovery.
to post it, and the jerk said, you can post it, but you'll probably end up in Facebook jail, so I didn't post it. And I just love that. I love that.
Wow, we
I
were in
love it
trouble
too.
once with Facebook. Remember, Jimmy, with the kratom? They grabbed an image and they blocked us. I'm like, whatever. It'll be fine. We write down all kinds of
They
codes.
probably own part of Kratom.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So, Will, the first thing in my quotes here is it's not gossip if you make it up. Billy Joan
Come on,
Cochran.
somebody.
Come on, somebody.
Come on,
Come on, somebody.
Mic drop.
That's my grandmama saying.
That's
That's where I
it
learned
ain't
that
My
gossip.
Mimo.
No, I got some.
Her
Make it
name
up.
was Memo.
I have it right there. That's what it says. It says
Oh, not
Will's
her name.
Mamaw. M-A-M-A-W.
It's a
So yeah.
M-A-W. What is
Okay,
it?
I'll fix it. Yeah.
Potato, potato, Ray Romano.
You're
Mama.
Mamo.
You're crazier than
South
granola with
Georgia.
Jimmy. For a while, we fueled this show on people misspeaking, and we just tore them apart.
Really? Yeah, it was usually me.
Well, you're good at it. You're good at it.
You should hear no.
Regulus.
Gracious guest. The regular, like, it's funny, Jimmy. We're at a time where people don't even know the inside jokes now. It's like been so long.
Well, you need to get inside.
Different times. All right. Check out Rock Bottom Revival.
Oh yeah,
super cool. Bethany, Basler. I had a thought the other day. I thought of a cool band name would be Rock Bottom Revolver.
Hey, what happens when you touch the rock?
You guys start a band now.
No. Yeah, right. Will, what were you fucking interrupting?
I said, what happens when you touch the rock's butt, like Dwayne Rock? What happens when you hit rock bottom?
All right, that's yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you're talking about is
we're
fine.
banned. There you go. And we're banned.
From what I'm told, if you're getting hit with copyrights and blocks and stuff,
you're doing
something right. So I did not think they would stop us in the middle of a show because I was playing fucking soccer highlights.
That's what you get for
Lesson
thinking.
learned. I personally apologize. I'll make sure this gets the right amount of views. Our shows get a lot of traffic afterwards. The live thing is just something we self-inflict pain on ourselves. I don't know why.
We do.
Yep, Bethany, we got you. Yeah, check them out. If we're still on Facebook, Bethany, we will find you and figure it all out. All right, let's read our just for today. But first, I just want to stop and just at an hour and 12 minutes, I want to say to Jennifer and to Brad, I thank you for what your recovery has done for my recovery, and that's real talk. Your recovery, your lives have impacted mine, and so on and so forth. So thank you too for just being good siblings, good people to each other. It's a privilege. Brad is he's a cornerstone of this place all of a sudden, and we love it. It's a beautiful thing. All right, a little adjust for today. There goes Will.
I don't know what comes in.
In closing here on Talkin' Trash Podcast, we read an NA traditional reading called Just for Today.
I like our new our royalty. That's called royalty-free music. All right, William is not here. All right, it's called New Levels of Honesty. We have been experts at self-deception. Watch this. I can do it with music underneath me. And rationalization. Basic text, page 28. When we come to our first meeting and hear that we must be honest, we may think, well, now that shouldn't be too difficult. All I have to do is stop lying. That's kind of funny. To some of us, this comes easily. We no longer have to lie to our employers about our absence from work. We no longer have to lie to our families about whether we were there that night before. By not using drugs anymore, we find we have less to lie about. It comes with the territory. Some of us may have difficulty even with this kind of honesty, but at least learning not to lie is simple. You just don't do it, no matter what. With courage, determined practice, the support of fellow NA members, and the help of our higher power, most of all, most of us eventually succeed at this kind of honesty. Honesty, though, means more than not lying. The kind of honesty that is truly indispensable in recovery is self-honesty, which is neither easy nor simple to achieve. In our addiction, we created a storm of self-deception and rationalization, a whirlwind of lies in which the small, quiet voice of self-honesty could not be heard. To become honest with ourselves, we must first stop lying to ourselves. In our 11-step meditations, we must become quiet. Then, in the resulting stillness, we must listen for truth. When we become silent, self-honesty will be there for us to find. Just for today, I will be quiet and still. Hard for me to do. Listening for the voice of truth within myself. I will honor the truth I find. I will keeps it real in every feel to the best of my appeal, or my name's not Wheel.
Oh,
Flippity
my-
flip, flop, flop.
Oh,
Oh, that was me.
flippity flop.
We'll blow it. All right, that's all right. All right, thank you everybody for your
Dizzle my
support.
nizzle.
If you are feeling some type of way here, 988, good start. You'll get the help you're looking for. Get some Narcan that saves people's lives who are dying. Visit our website. Now that we're no longer on Facebook, you might want to do that. Jimmy's not happy.
We will
I
be.
fucking blew our Facebook thing tonight, and we had a lot of people in there. So my bad. Lesson learned. I apologize. Wednesday, Jimmy, Melanie Brown. She will be on the
With her
Pod
daughter.
Smash with her daughter Rebecca. So that's cool.
Double
very
header.
excited for that double header, right? It's a 2 for Tuesday on a
Two
Wednesday.
for price of one on a Wednesday.
So there's our team. There we are all getting sober together, and we are doing it as a team.
Hi,
And
friend.
it's just a beautiful thing. Jennifer Mansfield, thank you so much for coming on here and being honest with us. And
I love you,
true.
Jenny.
I love
You're
you.
gonna, she's gonna get it. You know, Jimmy, when you see those people that you know are gonna get it, it just feels good to see. So Jenny, we love you, and we'll see
guys.
everybody on what's today?
Love
Sunday
ya.
on Wednesday.
When